Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video I'm going to talk about, well, for one thing, the heat. This is Texas, north of Dallas, in the suburb north of Dallas, and it is 92 degrees right now, and it feels like is 100. Yep. The most I've seen so far, today is July 2nd, 2024. The most I've seen so far for his heat index is 110. This is very early. I think later on this week they're saying that's going to go back to, kind of normal temperatures, like in the upper 80s, lower 90s. But let's see if that actually happens. But anyway, we've had this, I don't know how many days now, and let me tell you, the heat is it's very hot very early. They say this, I've read the almanac, maybe it was online, and I think it said the almanac predicts that I don't want that under my car, that this heat will rival last year, record-breaking heat we had last year. And I know some of you don't believe in climate change, but I do. I'm doing from my own experience, but I usually believe science, actual science, not just opinion. So anyway, it says it might rival last year, maybe even beat it. Man, seriously, wow. So far, and this is early. This is early on. Oh my, I already said that, but yeah, I want to stress that. Early. So probably in the next couple months at least, probably altogether 3 months, we're going to be in this. And yesterday, Adam and I both suspect that what we felt going into a store, that we didn't know that the air conditioner had problems. It was a big store. I named it on one video, but I don't usually name them. And basically we both got sick. Okay, yeah. That was being inside of a store. Yeah, big store. Anyway, so yeah. But I want to talk about a story. If anybody knows the name of this, let me know. But I'm going to go in there and get something for Adam, and I'm going home. I just got out of the groceries, one of the grocery stores I go to. But yeah, I'll tell us that when I get back. Okay, I'm back out of the store. Basically, the story, it was a classic, and this was back when I was in an undergrad. I went through graduate school and all. I was a career student for over 20 years, so that was a long time ago. And it was a classic. And the story, basically, it's of course kind of vague in my mind after all these years. But the story was basically that the Earth had changed so much that because of, basically it was really, what it was saying was climate change. Now, this was a fiction story, classic. Like I said, I keep saying classic. But it was fiction. And it predicted, it was futuristic, and it predicted that it became so hot on the planet that people could only live inside. And whatever it was, they could only live inside these, it seemed like buildings that were, basically run by the government, and they had no access to the outside, and to go outside was something against the law or something, like I said, very vague memories of the story. And it made me think of, okay, I don't know why, something when I get over here, but basically made me think of, like, as if some people were living on Mars, but it wasn't. It was that the planet had become pretty bad, and excessive heat. And I remember there were things like, it made me think of Bob Newhart's show from years ago, when they would send something down these tubes, you know, like to some other department or something, letters or what, you know, whatever, down the tubes or something like that. But that's basically how these people communicated, and with one another. And it didn't really say anything like people could have friends. I think they were just in their own place, and that was it. Maybe, I don't know. It's a long time ago. And then I think the woman the story was about, I think her adult son managed to get out, and said that there was a different world out there. You know, I've seen in another show they had more recent. I mean, that wasn't a classic, but look at that doggy. Oh, so cute. I can't show it to you, but anyway. And I'm worried, you know, we're becoming something like that. Really, it's becoming something like that. That it's so hot here in Texas that I'm going home. It's 11:21, and I'm headed home because it was only, well, now it's saying 99, but it was 92 degrees, and I looked online and it said the heat index was 100. I think I already said that, or did I? But I mean, come on. In what, I think it was yesterday, it was that 100 real early, and this is just too hot. I mean, the heat index. Last year, our temperatures got into the 110s, and we broke records and all that kind of stuff, like I said. And how can people survive this? Seriously, long term. And I know a lot of people don't want to believe in climate change and all that. You know, they've had different names for it over the years, but it's here. Okay, it's here. Some people don't want to believe it. Oh, it's just, it's here. Okay, you can just all you want, really, seriously, because it's not going to change facts. I know some people have their alternative facts. I'm an independent, by the way. I just see what I see and know what I know and read what I read and trust who I trust. That kind of thing. I don't let people tell me how I have to think. And but this is ridiculous. I mean, last year it was just so, and it wasn't as long as it's probably going to be this year. I'm a little worried that it's going to be those 3 months. Last year it was basically 2 that we usually have, but much hotter. So, and then we broke some records. How many years ago? We needed 1 day to break the record of, I think it was 2017, maybe. I don't know. I could be lying. But we needed 1 day to break the all-time record, you know, at least recorded, of temperatures in the 100 plus, I think, or was it 110 plus? Seriously, it was bad. We needed 1 day, and we broke that record. But anyway, what about where you live? And one of the things I'm doing, you know, I do these food delivery things, apps, use those for to get affordable health care. And I'm in Texas, I mentioned that, and it's really got a lot of rules. I can sum it up and say it's not the money I need, it's the proof that I'm earning some money here in Texas to get it. And okay, I'm going to stop there. There's a lot more to it. Don't trust me. Okay, I'm not a voice of authority, but trust what I'm saying is that's what I know. That's what I've been told. But anyway, the thing about all that is this whole year it's been like almost impossible for me to earn much money, and I'm not going to be able to, if it keeps going like this, I'm not going to be able to prove it. I'm going to have to work really hard. How am I going to do that? If for the rest of the year, to prove that I can earn that much in a year, I would have to work a lot. And how am I going to do that with heat indexes up in the 110s most of the day? Most of the daylight. I don't work after dark. Not by myself. Adam will go with me, but still, I mean, it's still like, I think it was right at midnight last night, and right at midnight, I think it was, and the heat index was close to 100, or was 100. Yeah, how am I going to do that? You know, and before now, it's been the wind. Oh my goodness. And I guess that ended maybe in May, I don't know how long it lasted, but we had a storm May 28th that's was really bad. Tore up a lot of all over Dallas, this area. I don't know if it was Fort Worth too, but the whole metroplex, I think. And yesterday, I think it was, I saw still the trees down that haven't been picked up because there was so much of it. I don't know if there's still people that don't have electricity in Dallas. I'm in the suburbs, but I work in the suburbs, and I live in the suburb, a suburb of Dallas, north of. I mean, and so, things, we kept having storms, lots of rain, lots of wind. The wind that gust, the highest one was 90 miles per hour during that May 28th, I think it was, storm. And other ones we get 40 to 60, just a regular old day, you know. And a lot of wind for months. I think it was at least 2 months. And before that, for the first time in 8 years, I had the flu. Well, I don't think, well, from what I've heard, when Adam got it and I went with him to his appointment, that nurse practitioner has urgent care. From what she said, one of them would have, you know, there were two, but one of them would have been the kind that basically kills people. I don't think I had that, but I had 2 really bad times, which took about 3 weeks, I'd say, to recover from. And so it was, one of them had to be a flu and the other one a cold, baby. I don't know. When I get sick, I'm too sick to even get up and go to the doctor's office when I get sick with the flu. And by the time I go, it's over. You know, and all they say anyway, I mean, I actually have managed to make it. And they'll say, oh, it's just allergies. No, allergies don't make you feel like that. They don't take the time. They don't bother. The ones I've seen. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying every time. I'm not saying any of the one size fits all. None of that. But my experience has been that for the most part. And so, why bother? You know, if I would have been anything else, I would have gone to the ER. Nope. And then still might not get told. But my experience, not yours, it's mine. And anyway, this, you know, I was trying to say that, what about other people? Do you have this kind of thing to deal with? You just can't go out to do these deliveries because it's too hot, too cold, too windy, too dry, too whatever. I don't know, whatever it is where you live, that it's usually this. Hasn't it worsened? Or are you saying it's better? You think it's better, or you think it's worse? Anyway, now I'm wrapping up. Talk to you on the video. Bye.